now. It's just the rain, I'm sure. Okay. Hopefully I'm live in both places again. I'm pretty sure I am. Alright, so now we're back to business. Let me zoom in here so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so just straight up the center. It is pouring down rain today. It has been all day. It's just been a yucky day. I hope it will clear up soon. Because I have masterclass starting tomorrow and I'm excited. Oh, I was going to tell y'all. You can join the masterclass even if you are not on Facebook, because we will be sending out a link to where you can watch the video off of Facebook. So if you're on YouTube, you still can join the masterclass. Hi. Yep. It's gonna be fun. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm just so excited. Have y'all joined the masterclass? Because it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's just one of those days. Hopefully we have a consistent signal now. Because I'm connected right into my network, so we should be good. But you just never know. Sometimes they like to behave and sometimes they don't. I know, don't you love that mesh? Me too. I love it. It's so pretty. Okay. Here we go. Straight up the center. Yes, yay! I don't know, I can't seem to get it to go back on to YouTube, Owl, so I think it'll just have to be for later tonight, because I can't get it to work. It's not liking it right this minute. It must be hungrier. It's tired or something. So, yep. But we'll be on there tonight. Yeah. Third time's a charm, right? Yeah. Hopefully so. Okay. I know, I love this one. I just love black and white together. I love red and black together, and I love black and white together. And I love leopard print. I love all the things. Are you having trouble with Facebook? Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. I think okay, so yeah, I did send out a supply list for the masterclass. So it's just if you want to follow along. It's certainly not required. I tried to stick to places where you could get things locally. If you don't have a Carolina pottery, then all you got to do is find something that is similar. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. Because what we'll be learning are concepts of, you know, how you can use certain things. Doesn't have to look exactly the same. So, yep. That's what we want. And easy ways, little shortcuts, little time savers. maybe money savers too. There we go. Okay. La la. I'm trying to figure out if I can see why it won't work on YouTube, but I can't figure it out while I'm standing here. Yeah, you can buy from Carolina Pottery online. You sure can. You know, and you may have something else in your area that's similar to Carolina Pottery, but not the same. We all have, you know, little things in our area. Most of us do, I should say. So, there we go. We got the bottom finished. Isn't that pretty? I like the little bit of white that's kind of showing. All right, so let's do our ribbons. Okay. So we just fold them in half, pinch, and then just put them in. I'm going to tie it 3 times and then trim this white part off. I don't like to keep them long usually. All right, and then we can spread out our ribbons. Okay. So if you use wired ribbon, there's a lot of things you can do with the wired ribbon. You can really make it look good. And there we go. Because it's wired, you could kind of bend it in a little. Kind of gives it a little extra something. So, okay. So I didn't put the ribbons in like I usually do because I wanted to make sure it was working first. You see how I can just kind of bend it up a little bit, and then it keeps it from really getting kind of out of whack. Hey, hey, Casey. Yeah. Y'all, Casey's birthday was yesterday. Today's my mom's birthday, and Casey's was yesterday. And Carson's is next week. It's like the birthday month. Anybody else out there have a birthday this month? Mine's next month. I'm a December girl. I know there's lots of us. Yep. I am doing much better, thank you. Yeah, I feel normal again. Yeah, I felt better, and then all of a sudden I lost my voice. So apparently it was not done. But luckily it was not COVID, because I had to go get a test since I was running a fever. But luckily it was negative. I was very relieved, because you know, that just scares the snot out of me with my parents there. December 17th. I'm December 9th. Yeah. Tomorrow? Well, happy birthday! Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Love it. I love it. I love Rick Rack. I don't know why I just love it so much. It's funny. Alright, so if you didn't hear what I was saying earlier, if you don't usually watch things on Facebook, you can still do the masterclass because we are going to be sending out the videos in an email. And make sure that you join. It is free. It's a free masterclass. But make sure you join with your email so that you can get all of those notices. We also sent out the supply list through there. Yeah. And it's in the group as well. And it's on Kajabi. So Kajabi is what you sign up through. So, yep, and email is how we'll keep in touch with you for the 5 days. And the lady, we're doing the lady as a bonus. That's going to be our bonus lady. And we still need to come up with a name for her. Yeah. Y'all know I have a full-time employee now, Tori. And Tori and I have been throwing around ideas about our lady. And I actually think I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make one of these ladies. Because y'all, these things are the bomb to have at your craft fairs or outside your door. Because they're different and pretty and they really draw attention. And they're expensive. They're really expensive. They're several $100s. So I was thinking of showing people how to make it. So you didn't have to spend several $100s. Okay, so we're going to start on the top. We're going to open up these ties here. There we go. Just like that. Alright, and then I cut these at 30 inches. I really like doing 30 inches because it really cuts way down on fraying. So it used to be when I first started, we all did 3 10-inch cuts. And then it just occurred to me one day, why am I doing that? Why am I not just cutting one long strip? And so I tried that and it worked. So I was like, that's it. That's what I'm doing now. So I'd seen somebody do 20-inch, but I'd never seen anybody do 30-inch. So it just occurred to me that, yeah, that would work. So that's what I did. Yeah. It's a great length. Yeah, so if you want to get, you know, if you want to get a whole wreath out of one roll, then 20 inches is the way to go. If you have 2 rolls, then 30 inches works really great because you have enough, right? You can get like 12 30-inch cuts out of a roll. So then you can save your mesh and use it in another project. Okay, so we ruffle it up so it stands up nice. Okay, and then we can put our ribbons in. It's nice. Yeah, see, you could get stuff at Michael's. It doesn't have to be the same place. Alright, so on the top, I like to put my larger ribbon right down the center because that's where you're putting your mesh on. So see, that's where the opening is. So there's more room and it will stay there and it will look nice if you put it right here. So that's why I do that. Thank you, Sherry. hopefully by 9 I'll get YouTube figured out. Okay, so we're just making a big old X. Then what I do is I kind of push the ribbon like that and make that little indent right there. And then it'll stay where I want it to. Okay. Pretty exciting. Can you believe how quickly we are running upon Thanksgiving and then Christmas? I tell you, it just seems like it is flying by. It's just crazy. It's going crazy fast. I mean, I'm sure it does this every year, but when you're in the middle of it, it's just like, whoa, slow down. Don't go so fast. Okay, there we go. Time just flies by. Yeah, I love it too. I love black and white together. I do have, I think I have like 10 of this kit left. Not very many. But, whoop, there goes an ambulance. Well, it's raining, so hopefully no one got in a serious accident. But you know what it's like when it rains. People forget how to drive. Yep, ribbons are 12 inches long. I do that because it really saves a lot of money. So you know that 1 or 2 extra inches does not make a huge difference in how your wreath looks, but it sure costs a lot more to put in 12 or 13 or 14 inch tails. So the 12 inch looks beautiful. So why not? Waste not, want not. Right? And things get expensive so fast, so you have to find ways to be frugal. Yeah, and you'll use like 20 yards of ribbon as opposed to 30, which starts getting expensive. Thank you, Robin. Y'all, Robin is like this close to 3,000. Throw your link out there, Robin. We need to get her there. She is like this close. She's this close. We like to support each other in our community, don't we? Okay. Huh? Bella's back there making her spot. She cracks me up. She is so funny. Absolutely there is. I have tons of videos on Ruffle. Absolutely. Most of them are on YouTube. You just go to Hardworking Mom on YouTube. There are a lot. There's actually videos on how to pick mesh, how to pick your work wreath. Lots of videos on bows. For sure. Ooh, this is pretty. See how well that white pops off of here? That just makes a statement. There we go. Okay. I don't know how I got it over there. I was wondering where my ribbon went off to. It was sitting over here on my table. It was going for a joyride over on my table. There we go. Alrighty. Hello. All right. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, so to do a ruffle, the best way is to lay it flat like this. So you're going to lay it the pretty side up. So you can see this is the underside or the ugly side. So you want to have the pretty side up. And if you're new at it, put something heavy on the other end. That really helps a lot. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put your thumbs back here in the back. And you're going to start scrunching it up. So what you're doing is you're taking your fingers and you're pushing it into your thumb. All right, that thumb creates a dam. And you just kind of move your thumb up while you're moving your hands down. So you see how my fingers are just kind of shimmying down? If you do it this way and spread your fingers out, then you're going to keep it from moving back and forth. So it won't move back and forth and come out like this, because if it starts moving back and forth, you're going to get frustrated because the ruffle's going to come out looking a little bit odd. But one of the biggest things is using good quality mesh, because that's going to make a difference in whether it frays or not. So, that's a big thing. Jute is my favorite. So this is jute mesh here. It's thicker. So it's thicker, it feels thicker, it has a different texture, and it's very easy to ruffle with. So same thing. You can also do it in your hands like this. So a lot of people do this. This is what I call a messy ruffle. There's nothing wrong with doing it this way. I just like mine to kind of be totally even, but there's nothing wrong with just scrunching it up in your hand. It's the same. You get the same result. Okay. So on this last one, we're going to put it in, and then we're going to ruffle it against both sides. So to ruffle it, all you do is take them, pull them up together like this, kind of stretch them out, and then just let go. And it will do its own thing. It'll do its own ruffle. And that just keeps it from collapsing in the center. It also gives it a lot of nice height. So it makes it nice and tall. It gives a lot of texture to it because it's getting that little ruffle right there. So hopefully that helps you. It says sold out? Really? Huh. Email me later, Carl. I'll get with you. Alright. I'll tell you why I like this color combination. Have I got some signs in here? Yes, I do. Alright. Now look at this. Okay. Let me get this put out and then I want to show you something. Okay. So a wreath like this, it's black and white or something that's like red and green. it is a really great, what I would call staple wreath, right? Because what you can do is you can make it into multiple wreaths just by changing out the sign, because all of this ribbon is not specific to any holiday or any time of year. It's just black and white, and it's going to be really determined on your sign. So see, this is like an everyday sign, but then we have like here. So we could take this and we could make it into a Christmas one. We could take this and we can make it into a winter one. So this is one of the things that I like, is to make some basic wreaths, and then you just change. And y'all, I'm telling stuff that I'm planning on teaching in the masterclass, but I can't help myself. It's because it's the perfect project to talk to that about. But yeah, so it really helps you a lot if you have some just basics, and then you can just kind of change out your sign with the season. So if it hasn't really sold, then you just pop the sign off, put a new sign on, and it becomes a new season. It's one of the things I like. Okay, so punch a hole in the corners with my bead smith. Okay. All right. I love to use the 26 gauge wire. So 26 gauge wire, because it's strong enough to hold the sign, but it's thin enough that you don't really see it a lot. Like, it's not real obvious in the project. Okay. There we go. So for those of you that are signed up for the masterclass, we will be doing lives in the group starting at 7 o'clock tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And we will do one every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So pretty close to now for the next 5 days, plus a bonus. You can get the hole punches in my shop. Yeah, so mesh from Hobby Lobby will tend to fray, but what you can do, especially if you're doing something like a ruffle, so what you can do is tuck those ends under that are fraying and then start your ruffle, because what that does is that tucks that end under so that you don't see the fraying. The other thing is, make sure that your blade on your rotary cutter is super sharp. So if it's even a little bit dull, you need to change it out, because that's going to make a big difference in whether it frays or not. So you need that rotary cutter, you need it to be sharp. Don't cut it with scissors, because it really will kind of make a mess. Oh, thank you. We are live again. Yeah, I don't know what was this like craziness. I don't know what that was all about. Okay, so we got our sign together, so now we can do our bow. Oh my gosh! Did I tell y'all? Regina Sellers contacted me, and she offered up 5 of her 4-in-1 bow makers for the masterclass. So, oh look, see, that would be pretty too. Look how pretty that is. Y'all, we've been moving my ribbon over here, so it's just ribbon everywhere. Okay, yeah, so I get to give away 1 for every single day of the class. I'm super excited. Y'all know how much I love this bow maker. So, and the reason I like it is because the pegs stay in. So one of the things I find frustrating about bow makers is the pegs won't stay in, but the pegs stay in. Oh, you got an electric cutter. I have never tried one of those. All right, so let's make our bow. So I want to put I want to put this white at the bottom because that's going to make it pop. I love ribbon too. I'm definitely a ribbon holic. Ribbon addict. Take your pick. Okay, so we're going to do a small tail. Let's do like 7 inches. So when you're pinching it, you're just gathering it, pleating it. So you remember how you used to pleat things? That's what you're doing when you're gathering up ribbon. Okay? So we're going to twist it. The reason you want to twist your ribbon is because it makes it stand up better. Right? So you get better fluffed ribbon. Alright, so we're going to go to the 6-inch mark. 6 inch is kind of my go-to for bows, bow size loops. Alright, so we're going to do 2. There. There. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and spread them out. So I can go ahead and start fluffing and spreading it while it's in the bow maker. So this is why I like bow makers. Can I do it by hand? Absolutely. Can you do it by hand? Yes. But these things save you a lot of time. And time is money. Alright, so now we're going to do, let's do one of this. Alright, so we're going to do 1 loop of this. Alright, so we're going to make it longer. We'll say maybe 13 inches. Okay, so 6 inch right there. Okay, and another 6 inch right there. Just pull it out and trim it off. So I am not going to dovetail these because I'm going to curl them up. That's my favorite. Curl it, curl it. Alright, so now we're going to do some of this, and we are going to stack it. So what I mean is, we're going to go down in size a little bit so that the ribbon is stacked on top of each other in different sizes. So this time we'll go to like maybe 5.5 inches. And then there's measurements on here so I can kind of look and eyeball it. There we go. Okay. So we don't have any patterns today, so we can just twist to our heart's content. Okay. There we go. Alright. I think I made that tail a little too long, but it's not going to matter. Okay. Alrighty. Now we're going to put this one in. I love this one. This one curls like just, look at that. Okay. So, we're going to go out to about 14 inches or so. Okay. So we want to match this about 5.5 inches. Okay. Same thing. On that last one, you don't twist it because you're just coming straight out. Okay? I sort of just kind of threw that across the room, didn't I? Alright. I'm going to do one more little loop with this one. Just because we can. So this one's even longer. It's fine to stagger your tails. We're going to go a little bit shorter. So this is probably about 4 inches. And what you can do is you can pull them up and just make sure that they match. Because when you get a lot of ribbon on here, it can be hard to see, you know, where you are on the board. Alright, so my favorite thing is to use a zip tie. I like to use zip ties because I just feel like I can get them tighter with a zip tie. So what I do is I just slide the zip tie underneath it, go right in the center, and then I just want to get it started so I can pull it out of the bow maker. All right. Now, I will grab a pipe cleaner. All right, then we're going to take it and we're going to pull it around the back. And I like to hold it in place while I do that so it won't start moving on me. Because I really want all of my ribbon to stay where I put it. I'm going to kind of fluff it out a little bit, make sure everything is where I want it. So I haven't completely tied it yet. So I still have time to move things around. You can move it when it's done, but it's a little bit more difficult. So there we go. All right, flip it over. We're going to put our pipe cleaner through here, and then we're going to tie it down tight. There's Regina. Okay, so tight, really tight. I like to leave this on here and my little pipe cleaner, and then I can hold that while I fluff. So what this does is this just helps me. I put it in my non-dominant hand because my dominant hand is going to want to do all the work. So what I like to do is what I call break the bow. So what I do is I take it and I twist it back and forth and then really fluff it up. And the reason I do that is because I use that zip tie, it really will kind of squish it down in there. All right, so then I'll flip hands to do the other side. Okay, and then back. So I just go back and forth, always starting from the bottom. Okay. There we go. All right, and then we want to run our hands under these, get them curling. All right, so now we can cut this off. See, and it's kind of thick because this is a thick, this ribbon is pretty thick. It's a nice and thick ribbon. Okay. All right, so we can bring our wreath back. Look at that. Oh. Yes, yes. So I think I'm going to put it right over here. This is what I call a drama bow because it has these lovely long tails. So I'm just tying it down to the frame. Whenever you can, tie things to the frame because that's going to be the strongest point on your wreath. There we go. Now we can fluff one more time. So all I'm really doing now is just making sure that that white ribbon is showing so that it doesn't get lost in the wreath. There we go. All right, and then we can do our curls. So I like to curl up like this. You can also do it like this. So just take it and go straight up the center and then gently pull it out from the side. Either way, works great. Okay. I love doing the little curly stuff. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Okay. There we go. All right, so we can put the sign either right down here, or we can put it up on the side. So what we like, side or bottom? Hey, Laura, how are you? Woo! Y'all, it's hot. It gets hot behind these lights. Oh, I get hot in a hurry. So what we're going to do tonight, the one we're going to do tonight is this one. This one came with, it came with this cute little pick. We're going to have fun. I can't wait. Side. I am in my new space. I haven't seen you in forever, Joni. How are you? Yeah, so this is my new warehouse. Looks like bottom. Side. So what do we think? Well, the good thing is you can always move it. So let's try it. Maybe let's try it kind of in between. Almost side, not quite side, a little bit bottom. So what I do is I take these. So see how I have it doubled up? I'm going to take this. I'm going to go in the middle. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to go in between the two layers. So remember, we have an elevated base. So we have this layer and this layer. So I just go right in between them. And then I'm not trying to tie it in 4 separate spaces. I'm tying them together. So you see my hand? So I tie it together like this, and then I tie it around the frame. That way it's nice and secure, and you only have to tie it twice and not 4 times. This used to be the most difficult part to me, was the sign. I got my wire cutters from Amazon. They're called Knipex. It's K-N-I-P-E-X. Knipex. And then I realized that I was making it entirely too difficult. I mean, it literally would take me half of my life to get the sign on. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I'm making this too hard. So I don't do that anymore. Now I do it the easy way. So see, I just move them aside, stick my hand right through there. And the great thing is this wire, it's so small and thin, and I use the silver one. You can also get it in colors. And then you can't really see it. So it's not obvious that that's what I'm using to tie it on with, and so it just makes it a lot faster. Just a ton faster. And then I just tie it around the frame, and we're good to go. We got it. Okay. There we go. Alright, and we're going to do the shape test. Y'all know we always have to do the shape test. So, I always do the shape test because the last thing I want to do is put it in a box and send it off to its new home and something came off. That would just be atrocious to me. I would be absolutely heartbroken. So, I always make sure it's good before I'm done with it. Yeah. Y'all gotta go because it's time for Laura to go on. Laura, you gotta go get ready. Okay. Alright, and we're done. There it is. So see, there's the bow. Wait, there's the, it's always the opposite of what I think. There's the bow. See how nice and big that is? It's got those little curlies on it. See, and there's the sign. See, look, now, like we talked about, it would be so easy just to flop the sign out and have a totally different look, right? Totally different season. And y'all, this buffalo plaid is so popular, and we have so many signs that have the buffalo plaid in it that it would be easy just to get a couple different seasons. Yeah. Awesome. All right, y'all. Oh, wonderful. Well, I hope you'll have a great night. I will see you guys at 9. I'll be back on at 9, and hopefully I'll have all of the issues figured out by then. It sounds like it stopped raining, so hopefully it will calm down a little bit now. At least we got it. At least we got it going. So, thank you, Regina. All right, y'all. Well, I'll see y'all in a little bit. Don't forget, if you haven't signed up for the masterclass, go do it. It's free. So you can't lose anything. by joining, and it's going to be lots of fun. You're welcome, Nikki. All right, so y'all have a great night, and I will see you guys. I don't know why I say have a great night, because I'll be back in a little bit. So have a nice dinner, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit.